This, my friends, is the last video I need to film for Ellamas. This is the last video I film for 2023. I cannot stress enough how proud I am. Now let's do it, because today is December 25th. For you, it's December 25th. For me, it's December 23rd, so you know I love to live on the edge. And we're doing a You Don't Need That Shit with me. I was very close on canceling this because I was sick the past week, but I made it. I'm back to life. I fought back into life. And then I saw those releases and I wish I didn't. So let's head into them. The fucking tea is hot. And I'm talking about real tea. I'm not talking about makeup tea. Well, the makeup tea it's kind of cold brew at this point. We have a brand alert. So Balmain Beauty is coming fall 2024. So if I'm not mistaken, Balmain is a designer brand. Am I right? It's just clothing, designer, maybe even bags or shoes, whatever. But it has nothing to do with makeup so far. And here comes my personal unpopular opinion. Not every single designer brand needs to do makeup. Therefore, I don't expect a lot. I am happy to be wild though. I mean, we still have a lot of time to go, so fall 2024 is 9 months ahead at least, depending on what they describe as fall. So I am kind of curious to see what this brand will bring us, but I have no clue. Are you kind of in the vibe of those clothings? Do you have an idea what the Balmain makeup could look like? Personally, I do not need another designer brand and I don't think it's necessary, so thank you next. Another thank you next is actually this NARS eyeshadow palette. This is the Afterglow Irresistible eyeshadow palette. Wasn't that released already like yesterday or the week before that or last month? Why does every single eyeshadow palette from NARS looks the fucking same? It's either in like 12 pen or in the 9 pen format. I know. My friend Danielle raves about the NARS quality and a lot of other people do that too, but no, thank you. No. It looks so boring. And the thing is, who approved those shots here? Because when I look at this palette, I'm like, boring. Then I look at the swatches and I'm like, okay, they actually look very interesting. And not so much interesting in the way that they have in a unique color story, but in that color story that they do have a very nice balanced level of depth, which makes an eyeshadow palette, no matter what color story, very user-friendly. But then I see the 3 picks here of the eyes and I'm like, that's the best look you were able to achieve with this? Wow. I'm so not wanting to buy this now when I see your promo looks. Very bad. I mean, I'm not buying NARS products anyways, but thank you next. So Adept Cosmetics already sneak peeked another palette. This is the Flying Fiddles. Yeah. Flying Fiddles palette. I have no clue what is going on in this palette. I have no idea what the color story will be, but I'm afraid that I will like it. And I am still sad that I did not buy the Element 115 before my no-buy, because I really badly want to have this Adept palette. So if you have one to send me, please do. Would be nice. And Adept Cosmetics, if you could answer my application for your ambassador program, that would be nice too. I'm curious what this is going to be. It looks like a 15 pan palette, that's at least the format. I guess it will be 2 rows of multi-chromes, 1 row of mattes, and it could be cool toned. You know, do we have really cool toned multi-chromes? I don't think we have a cool toned multi-chrome palette yet. Could be a nice thing. So besides the eyeshadow palette, NARS also brought out the Afterglow Sensual Shine lipstick. I thought for a moment these are just new shades of their Slim Matte lipsticks, but apparently it's not. These are shiny though. The colors look interesting. It's a terracotta orange, a beige orange, a brown orange, a red orange, a berry, and a pink. Very orange, as you see. And I feel like, you know, NARS has kind of let go of the word orgasm, but now I feel like everything they bring out is called Afterglow. I know it's a line name. It's, you know, Afterglow is the line of product, but it's annoying. Do you know what I mean? I just couldn't be bothered with NARS. I don't know what it is, but their releases just do not freaking tickle me at all. Ofra still exists, and they bring new highlighters. Do you remember the OG Ofra highlights when they were popular back then? What was it, YouTube 2015, 2016? I wanted to have an Ofra highlight so bad. Rodeo Drive, I think, was the very viral or like very popular one back then. I don't know. And last year, or the year before that, was it 2022 or 21? I don't know. I had an Ofra highlight in a makeup mystery box and I nearly shat my pants. And then I used it and I was like, that's it? It was horrible. It looked very horrible on me. Could be the shade because it definitely was too dark and too golden for me. But also the whole texture was not cute. Definitely not cute. I like the multicolored ones, but just from looking at the pictures, I think they're all too dark for me. Even though one has some pinkish in it, but it looks very, very weird. And I was 100% sure that Ofra is not a brand anymore because of a lot of drama that was going on with the brand. But yeah, apparently they are. And from what I've seen here, it's 35 bucks one. Well, were they always so expensive? Wow, that's a lot of money. Nomad Cosmetics already teased something, and they wrote, "We are working to make 2024 our biggest year yet." I don't know how long you follow me, but I said in my Instagram stories or Instagram post at some point that 2022 was the year of Odin's Eye. And then 2023 started along and the beautiful releases from Nomad Cosmetics came along. And I was like, you know what, 2023 is going to be the year of Nomad Cosmetics. But actually, in my opinion, a lot of their releases were huge letdowns. The Verona palette, beautiful, but shit quality. The Royals Europe, beautiful, but the color story was not done very well. Then they had the summer palette that was like the Yucca palette from Natasha Denona, but I didn't grab this because of the color story. But I heard in reviews that this is also not good. And then they brought out the Ghost Town of USA palette. That is a banger. It is definitely my favorite Nomad Cosmetics palette that I own at this point. And I really, really wish that in 2024 they get their fucking shit together because I love their theming. I love their travel themed makeup, but I don't love their shimmer quality. So hopefully this palette will be nice. So the guessing game for this palette will start on January 8th and the launch date is going to be January 6th. I also saw in their Instagram stories that they are very, very close on having a warehouse in the EU, which will make ordering from them much easier. Very excited for that. So what in the Tarte is going on here? This is a new Amazonian clay palette that has 8 eyeshadows and a bronzer and... oh no, this is eyeshadow too. Oh, I thought it's bronzer and highlighter. They are describing this as 2 new XL Never Hit Pan eyeshadow shades. Can I sue them when I hit pan on these? Just asking because this is a very bold claim. I'm honest with you, the looks that I see here in this post are very pretty, but they look photoshopped as fuck. But let's talk about the palette itself. Do you know what this reminds me of? This is the baby of any neutral eyeshadow palette that you own and Sorcery from Lisa Eldridge. The blue, the green, the gold. Maybe that's why this seems to be very appealing at first glance, but Oh, that's a very mediocre palette. Thank you, Tarte. Next. Oh, not that next. Another palette from Tarte. This is the Glamazon To Go eyeshadow palette. Neutral and earthy eyeshadows. Isn't this a color story that Natasha Denona has done too in the mini palette? Let's just ignore the fact that this is the most boring basic palette ever to exist in this planet. I like the curation of colors. I wish it would be a bit deeper with one shade, but overall, I see how you can do cohesive looks with it. Or, let's be honest, you can do one cohesive look, because that's all as a variety that you get from this palette. Last week we talked about lip plumpers from Gucci. Now La Mer here is coming with the lip volumizer. Plumps with hydration. Yeah. Protects against future damage with potent antioxidants. So when I apply this, then my lips are sealed for the next 10 years? Or what should I expect from a $90 lip gloss? Get back on earth, La Mer. I'm sorry, but they are definitely not worth the price. And when I see these swatches, they're like lip oil translucency. They look exactly like the Dior lip oils. And I know they are expensive too, but they're half the price of the La Mer ones, and I think they are probably better. And this packaging with this top, what is this? Why is there a spatula on top? I never tried La Mer makeup. Let me know if this is something I'm missing out. I wanted to talk about this anyways this week. When I filmed my last week's You Don't Need That Shit, I saw the leak. The Natasha Denona Mini My Dream Collection, or other one, the My Mini Dream Collection. Thank you, but no. I'm sorry. The most exciting thing about these two items is definitely the blush, but when will you use it like that? Will you use them all three separately? Probably not, because they're way too small to be used separately. So you have to swoosh them together. Or you can use the two blushes and the highlighter single, or you have to swoosh them all together, which always will end up in a shimmery blush. And that eyeshadow palette is nothing like the My Dream palette. I am sorry, but the My Dream collection was something that Natasha Denona did because it was very, very important to her, because this was her color story. This was what she loves. And I completely saw Natasha Denona in the My Dream palette. In the mini My Dream palette, I don't see Natasha Denona. Do you know what I see here? Nothing. Straight up nothing. This is a 5-pan neutral basic bitch palette, and I'm sorry, if you buy this, I have to question your mental sanity. The moment you see this video, it has already launched. And if you are insane enough to take a bullet for the team and try this, okay, I will not stop you. If you can look me straight in the eye and tell me I don't have anything like this actually, all I can do is I can believe you. But please be honest with you. If nonetheless, besides all the critique that I just said, besides all the things that I just stated about your mental sanity, you still want to purchase this, then do it, but please make sure you save money. Please do not pay full price on this. There are 1,000 of codes out there, one being mine. You can save 15% with my code Ella Kinkley. If you don't want to use mine, then please use any other code. If you really want to buy this $27 5-pan neutral eyeshadow palette, then please make sure that you save those 15%. The blush though, one side of me does understand why this is so tempting. The other side, please just rewind back in the video for 2 minutes and you will hear why. But yeah, it has launched already. If you really want to buy it, make sure you save some money with either my code or with some other creator's code. Charlotte Tilbury hasn't released a new quad in quite some time. The Queen of Look quad is the definition of boringness. I'm sorry, this is even more boring than the Natasha Denona 5-pan palette. You have a shimmer, a matte, a metallic, and a duochrome metallic. That duochrome metallic is basically like a more shimmery version, and I know it's hard to believe that this is possible, a more shimmery version of NARS Orgasm. It just shifts pink gold. That's it. It's nothing special. Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow quality in those quads, in my opinion, is not worth the price tag. Here in Germany, they are now at 53 euro, and I'm sorry, I will not pay 53 euro for a mediocre quad. The Beautyverse palette though, the 9-pan palette that she released for Christmas, different formulation. I don't know what it is in there, it is completely different. It's better than all the quads that I ever tried from Charlotte Tilbury. And this one, no. You cannot even do a good look with it because it's only one matte. Am I just not quadly enough to understand that? Please don't buy that. So Lancôme is adding new lipsticks of their Blushing Nudes collection. The lipstick is called the L'Absolu Rouge Intimate Soft Matte Lipsticks, and they are adding 7 new shades that is called the Blushing Nudes collection. They're all called a neutral warm tone, and they range from a very, very light baby pink to a very interesting dark purple. Those last 2 shades look really interesting. The very last one in the lower row is a purple, but that one left to it looks like a neutral chocolate brown. Very interesting lipstick shade. I got recommended Lancôme lipsticks now for a while, but I never really tried them. So maybe after my no-buy, this could be a collection I try, depending on how warm they really look. Because warm lipsticks tend to look very weird on me, so I have to swatch them in store actually. We are getting the matte lips definitely back. Anastasia Beverly Hills is launching the ABH Lip Velvet with full coverage, opaque color, and hours of wear. Lip Velvet outshines any ordinary lipstick. It has the intense pale of a liquid lipstick without the dryness or cracking, and a mousse-like texture. Oh, ABH, I'm very sorry to say that, but you kind of missed the train. We are already in another city because we have the Rare Beauty Soft Matte Lip. What are they called? I don't know, but the Rare Beauty matte ones. And we have the Charlotte Tilbury lip blurs that really, really exceeded any of my expectations. I mean, if those ABH ones are somewhat like the Charlotte Tilbury ones, that is a win, because I think the range of ABH, even though they look kind of like eight shades of nude, it's a bit more variety in like tones. You know, I see here in this picture some cool tone pinks too, as well as warm toned nudes, which in my opinion, the Charlotte Tilbury ones, they tend to all turn very warmish, at least on me, which I don't like. So far, this is not a release that should be tempting to any of us. We are good with lip situations, but I like that fact of the lip blurs. But I wish Anastasia Beverly Hills would have released this in the summertime. I don't know why, but I feel like they're just half a year too late now. Or they're setting this trend now. Maybe Charlotte Tilbury was too early, who knows. So it is Christmas, and that means we have Valentine's Day releases already. The MAC Love Struck Collection 2024 contains an eyeshadow palette, 3 lipsticks, 2 pressed powder blushes, a liquid highlighter, loose setting powder mascara, and the Hyper Real cleanser. When it comes to the cleanser, I think it's just another packaging. Same goes with the MAC Stack Mascara, and I'm pretty sure that the lipsticks are also just repackaged. And that loose setting powder actually looks a bit like the new MAC Blur and Set, but in a different component. While the liquid highlighter looks new, but it has a dropper. Oh, that's disgusting. The eyeshadow palette looks interesting. It has 4 shades of red, 1 whatever copper that is, and then a very random green. No, just skip that. Let's talk about the only release in this video that is dangerous. And I know this sounds really weird because I'm not a fan of the ABH Glow Seeker highlighter. I still have it, I still want to love it. I don't know if my opinion really changes at some point, but this highlighter here, this one, this, oh, this is dangerous. It's a pink highlighter. It looks gorgeous. Not only the dragon imprint, like I couldn't care less for the imprint. It could also have a middle finger. I would still love this. Because this shade, oh, this shade looks like something I can wear. Oh, this is hard. And the thing is that this is a limited edition highlighter probably. Because you know it's Lunar Union, Lunar Union, because it's Lunar New Year. And the stuff usually is limited edition that comes out for this time. Oh, shoot. I really want to have this. Please talk me out in the comments. I can't believe it, but this was really the last You Don't Need That Shit of 2023. I was for some reason sure that there is one still left, but it isn't, because the next You Don't Need That Shit will be on January 1st. At least, I have to admit, this is my plan. It could also be that I might skip that one because, you know, after Ellamas, it was a very stressful time. I was sick for a week, a lot of stuff got delayed. I really neglected my university shit for that, which is something I shouldn't admit publicly, but I want to be accountable for what I do. So could also be that the next You Don't Need That Shit video is maybe not on January 1st. I haven't decided yet. It all depends how this week now is going and how I can do shit. And if I skip it, please do not be mad. But there are still a lot of videos left because we still have like this full week of Ellamas until Sunday, which is December 31st. By the way, that day you will see my kind of New Year's Eve glam makeup look, which is not this one, it's another one. But so yeah, make sure you subscribe. Let me please know down below, how do you feel about the releases? And please talk me out of that ABH highlighter. I really want to buy it. Oh fuck, I really want to do, because it looks so delicious. But yeah, please don't forget to subscribe. We do fun stuff over here besides Ellamas. In January, the normal videos will move on, and I hope I can see you tomorrow.